I'm Nigel Morris-Cotterill and this is Financial Crime Basics from FinCrimeTV. In this episode, what is suspicious activity reporting? Suspicious activity reporting is unusual because it is exactly what the name says it is. The world has mostly settled on the term suspicious activity reporting, and the earlier term suspicious transaction reporting has largely fallen into disuse, and it's right that it should have done so. This is not the place to go into how suspicion arises or even what suspicion is. That's a massive and complex subject upon which I've published what remains to be the only comprehensive analysis into these things. It's important to understand something. Suspicion is a switch. It's present or not present. There are no degrees of suspicion. If suspicion is present, those businesses that are required to make suspicious activity reports must do so, or adverse consequences flow. There is importance in the wording of the legislation. It says reasonable cause for suspicion, not cause for reasonable suspicion. That's explained in another basics program, What is Willful Blindness? For the purposes of this program, we're going to assume that suspicion is present, and therefore the duty to make a suspicious report, suspicious activity report, has arisen. I should say there is an acronym for suspicious activity report, and many people talk about SARS and don't explain what it means. That's why we try to avoid using acronyms. Every financial intelligence unit has its own forms that are used to submit suspicious activity reports. Many FIUs, that's an acronym, publish a selection of depersonalized reports. These are an excellent guide as to what information they want and what format they want it in. Some FIUs want reports in a technical fashion, setting out exactly what offence is suspected. Others want reports based on less precise data. It might be that simply an account has been conducted in a way that is inconsistent with what you know about a person and his financial position. There is a difference between internal and external reports. Policies and procedures require staff to report everything they find suspicious. Those reports are then considered by the Financial Crime Risk and Compliance Department in the light of all information known about that customer. The officer might ask you or the customer for more information. If in the light of that information, the Risk and Compliance Officer decides that there is suspicion, and if so, he will lodge a report with the FIU. The fact that a report has been lodged is supposed to be secret to avoid tipping off, and you will rarely be told the result of the making of a report. To return to a point at the beginning, why is it better to refer to suspicious activity reporting than to suspicious transaction reporting? This is simple. Suspicion relates to everything about the customer, not just his financial position. So it takes account of his known income, expenditure, assets and liabilities, but also if there's a change in lifestyle that is not reflected in his transactions. That might be suspicious. Insurance agents visiting a customer at home might see a new car, a jet ski, gold taps, none of which fit with the financial profile he declares. You should note that suspicious activity reporting does not only relate to your own customers. It relates to counterparties such as other financial institutions, law firms, auditors and so on. And it refers to your suppliers. In short, if there is anyone that you or your company has any commercial dealings with, and you are in any way suspicious as to their conduct or financial position, make a report in accordance with the manuals and policies and procedures in your company. There's one final point. If you make a report in good faith, you are protected against any future criminal or civil liability so long as you acted promptly and ideally before any transaction was concluded. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, share and of course keep watching FinCrimeTV.